What's up, guys, and welcome back to Empire Total War, where last week we left it off with us being completely pretty much bankrupt. So we're going to have to try and fix that. We are currently at war with the British. The damn British. They decided to invade us, and well, they've currently invaded Glasgow, so we're going to have to try and kick them out at some point, I think. I'm sending a unit down south so we can actually see what the... yeah, just oh, I forgot to say. Right, run away. Yeah, I just want to see what the deal is down there. So they have a pretty hefty ton of town guard, and what's left of the army that attacked attacked Edinburgh last week and lost, spectacularly lost. So yeah, we're I think we're probably in a situation where it's probably best to just go and try and take London, but we're also in a situation where we have no money, so we can't really afford to go and take London and not successfully take London. We do have this army here, which we're probably going to have to deal with. I'm kind of annoyed that this army's here, because they are just a thing that I didn't want to have to think about, but we're going to have to deal with them. Because if we leave Edinburgh completely undefended, then they can just walk in and take it. Meanwhile, in Sweden, in the land of 1 frame per second, we've still got a pretty hefty army, which I'm kind of disappointed at, because I don't really want a massive army, because it's costing us so much money. We're spending 8,000 coins per turn just on army upkeep alone, and because we've got no trade, because all of our ports are broken and just done in by the British, we are making absolutely no money. Because Glasgow's currently got the British sitting inside it, we're making no money from it. So yeah, we're in a very, very dangerous position. We need to somehow free up 3,000 coins so we can at least end turn. And as you can see, we're already taxing everyone stupidly highly. We'll just tax them to the max. We're probably going to have to start taxing Norway, because we haven't been taxing them. Mainly because they're going to rebel, which they're going to do anyway, but we may as well start taxing them so we can get... see how much money we can make. 5,000. Okay, right, fine. Well, that works. So we're now making 5,000 coins from Sweden, which does actually allow us now to actually progress, because we're making money. But I'm not really sure how best to progress. I don't really want to waste a load of units trying to take these guys out, but at the same time, I can't just leave Edinburgh. So I think we're probably going to have to just go and take these guys, at least kick them back into Ireland. So it was a pretty level battle in terms of numbers that we lost. We lost 488, they lost 422, leaving them just 88 miserable men to head back to Dublin, and we'll start our march south to try and take London. And I think at the same time I'll try and get this guy back up to here in the next turn. But as it is, I think we're probably just going to have to end turn, because we've got no money and nothing to do. They're back. They're literally back. The 88 men that I just sent back to Ireland have just immediately turned around and head straight back our way. We've recruited another agent, again in Sweden. So we now got like 3 agents, and they're all in Sweden. What is this? Like, honestly, what is this? So anyway, I shall send this lad back up into Edinburgh, and we shall send this army, even though there's 88 men just casually hanging out, 88 horses just casually hanging out, we shall send this army towards London. There's also a ship there, but anyway, I think we can take this. I think this army will be a bit of a fiasco to try and beat, but I think London itself, we should be pretty well, I think, capable of winning that. Although having said that, I never actually replenished our men. So we are battle scarred, which is not very good. Although then again, I had no money to replenish our men, so we're just going to have to go with it. Right. We shall start building some more men. Scottish nobles. Don't think I've ever seen them before. They're massively expensive though. I mean, 1,132 coins for 1 unit. That's outrageous. Anyway, yeah, I kind of want to build more units, but we don't really have too much money to be wasting building units. Although we are making money, so we're not too bad. Right, what I'll do is I'll build some militia and stuff like that, just to kind of fill up Edinburgh and make sure we're not 100% at risk of losing it. There's been a riot in Sweden, which, I mean, probably always going to happen. And they're sending an army to come and try and take us. This lad. Robin Klingston Tyrion. Anyway, they're sending him, and we're going to have to try and deal with him. But again, I think we're just going to end turn. We are still making money. We will be not making as much money in the next turn because we're going to have built some units, which will be putting our army upkeep even higher. But we'll see what happens. Guy Archer is taking on big Leith Goddard in his ship, in his 6th rate. What have you got? Civilian Luger. What's the point? Right, we'll just all resolve it, see what happens. We win! We win. Absolutely brilliant. Anyway, right, enough of that. Now you sail away, you dick. Bloody raided Inverness. Who are you? What's your name? Who are you? Tell me your name. Right, we're not getting to find out what this lad's name is, but some random army led by a horse has decided to go and ransack bloody Inverness. Meanwhile, this army's popped up as well, led by that man. Royal Arrow. Look at that face. Look at that face. Anyway, we have made our way down here. We're going to try and take London. They have moved their army that was outside London back into London, which I think was a mistake because now they have less town guard than they had previous. But we shall take them on. It's putting us slightly in favour, I think. Very, well, I don't know. It's hard to tell. It looks like if we are in any sort of advantage, it's very slight. We have 1,672 men. They have 1,929. So they have substantially more men than us. But a lot of them are just plebs with guns. So I think we're probably all right to try and take these guys on. We will do it ourselves because I'm not risking the loss. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We might lose anyway, which would be pretty poor. But we'll hopefully take London, and that would be a massive step immediately to getting rid of Great Britain out of the game completely, right off the bat. Ah, the Blue Bush, the mighty Blue Bush. Right, okay, what are we doing? They have a small town. This is London, apparently. Yeah, I think this should be, well, pretty easy. It depends how much they like stack up their buildings, but I think we should be alright. I think we'll set up our cannons. They've got a bit of a mound in front of them, which is kind of annoying. I think if we set up one unit of cannons there, limber yourselves up, boys. We don't want to put them down there, so I think we'll set the other set just here. We'll do quite nicely. Get limbered. Anyway, let's start. See what happens.
Off if you wish to preserve.
Shushed. Also, your voice does not match your face in the slightest. Right, you know what? I need to just turn them off because they have been nothing but annoying me the last three videos. Down. Done. Go away. Oh, we've already been charged. If somebody could canister shot right now, that'd be so powerful. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Well, it kind of worked. But they've just charged straight into us. Right, stop canister shotting your own men. Oh, for goodness sake, right. And their horses have run away. Look at the absolute death that has happened here. They've all just immediately hit our men and died. They're all dead. All of them are dead. So they had one group of rogue cavalry just charge us immediately, and they've immediately paid the ultimate price and died. Oh, they're doing it again. They're sending another single unit. That's their general. What are you doing, you absolute morons? They must be properly desperate if they're just charging their general straight towards us right at the start. And now he's running away. Oh my good God. The canister shot is just, well, it's kind of missing. But it would be absolutely annihilating them if it was hitting them. Right, if you guys could just grenade them, that'd be nice. If you could take out them, and we'll get these guys to start attacking them. Well, that's them dead, isn't it? Absolutely annihilated. Oh, that was absolutely perfect. Right, they've all run away. Get these guys to attack them. What's going on over here? Quite a lot. If we could try and take out this general that's over here, that'd be quite nice. I'm going to use my cavalry though to just go and ransack their cannons. Right, I've killed the enemy general though. Big Paul Butterfield! Oh, what a lad. He's been around since the very beginning, all like 2 episodes ago. But he's fallen to his demise today, unfortunately for them. They're just hiding all of their men behind the walls, or in the walls. Also over here, not sure this is the best lineup. I mean, like, we're over that direction and they're all lined up behind a wall looking that way. So anyway, right, whatever. Go on, lads. Suicide them! Just charge them and chuck your grenades. Oh, they're standing still. Perfect. Stationary target. Go on. Before they fire. And... lobbed! Well, goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye indeed. Oh, absolutely wonderful. Right, if we can take out those guys, because these guys look like they're about to run away. We'll get our cavalry to come charging in. Meanwhile, these guys have arrived on the case. They can also get their grenades on the go. See if we can get another round of grenades on them. Go on. And they've walked away. They've slowly just walked away from them. But these guys are about to do it. Grenades incoming. Oh, look at them. Oh, that is absolute death and destruction. Absolutely love the Grenadiers in this game. They are properly the most brutal units that there are in this game by a distance. When they don't miss. When they actually hit, they're very brutal. When they miss, they're pretty much useless. But just seeing those grenades annihilate the enemy is absolutely amazing. Anyway, we have won. It's a heroic victory. I'm not sure it was that heroic. I mean, their tactics were pretty questionable, to say the least. I mean, they charged immediately one unit of cavalry straight at us and just died. They then charged one of their generals straight at us, who ran away like the cowardice bastard that he is. And we have taken London. Already, we have taken England. This is outrageous. We're only like 3 episodes in, we've already got ourselves Stockholm, which, I mean, it took us, the first time we tried this, it took us about 20 years to eventually take Stockholm. We've done it in the first, like, episode, and last week we held Edinburgh from the British, and this week we've taken bloody London from them. I mean, all they've got is Dublin, Gibraltar, and some of the Caribbean, I think. Do they have, is this theirs? They've got all this as well up here. Which I'm not sure how long that will last, because the Canadians will turn up, and they've already turned up. The Quebecois have turned up, and they'll eventually try and take all this off of them. But they've not got all that much left, apart from Canada. So, yeah. They've got a bit of India as well, don't they? They've got Calcutta and Cuttack as well, which is fun. But yeah, also, these bloody Iroquois are still here. They've managed to hold on to Goya, or I can't remember how you pronounce it, for absolutely ages, and they've still got it. Outrageously, they've built themselves a teepee. They've actually built themselves a teepee. They've been there for like 2 turns, 4 turns, something like that, and they've built themselves a teepee. Anyway, yeah, I have no idea how they've ended up over here. This is absolutely ridiculous, but they've got that, so all good luck to them. Hopefully they like expand. That would be outrageous. Right. I think our best option right now is to probably just end turn. We're now making even more money, 3,500 coins per turn, because London is ours. We should probably repair it. Right, what have we got around here? So we've got some British fleets around here, and a French fleet that seems to have run aground somewhat. It's kind of stuck in southern Wales. And we've got this random unit up here, and these guys up here as well, and that's pretty much it. So I think we'll try and repair what we've got in London. We'll build another army up here in Edinburgh. I don't think it has to be massive, but then if we could get maybe a half-sized army, we could send that over to Dublin and try and secure Dublin, and that would put the British on the very back foot. The very, very back foot. Ooh, Prussia want a trade agreement. Okay. Look at the number of trade partners Prussia have. That's outrageous. It's like half of the game. Right, okay, we'll accept that. We'll take your trade agreement. So this is an interesting turn of events, because we've been given the opportunity here to intercept this army led by big Germund Wilkstrom. We've been given the opportunity to intercept him. However, we have this army just sitting outside us as well, outside Stockholm. So I don't know how that would happen, how that would work, because all of us would come clearing out this side to take this guy on, and he would be able to just walk in reality, which we're not living in, but in reality he would be able to just walk in, because he would just see all of us just go running down this road to go and take on this army, and leave this place completely undefended. But given that we've got a pretty hefty chance of success, I would quite like to get rid of these guys. So we'll send Big Gavin to go and try and deal with them. We did lose 317 men, but we killed 511. Although that has significantly hampered our numbers. So we'll see what happens in the next turn when these guys eventually do attack us. Hopefully we've got enough men to see them off. The Muggles want a military alliance in turn for 5 turns of military access, which, let's be honest lads, we don't need military access into the Muggle Empire because you're halfway around the world. What have you got? We'll take that. We'll take that if you give us, we'll have your military, no, just, then no! Idiots. Who would want military access in a country that they have no idea even really, like, is there? Like, it's halfway around the world. Nobody cares. I don't need military access into it. Right, are they going to attack us? They are going to attack us, and it is a pretty level battle. They only have 999 men. We actually have slightly more. We have about 100 men more than them. But we do have a load of horses and cannons, which are basically useless because we're inside a fort. And they do also have cannons as well. So we'll see what they try and do. They only have 4 units that can really actually attack our walls. So we'll see if they decide to attack our walls and try and climb us, or whether they just sit there and bombard us with their cannons for a while. Right. So we've got ourselves a solid strategic setup here. We have our cannons in the middle of the fort, and our general, which is quite useful, and about 3 drummers by the looks of things. Or is that cannon men? That might be no, I don't know. What are you? Yeah, you are. 4 drummers. We've got 4 drummers, our bloody general, and a bunch of cannons just sitting inside the fort. We've got some men on the walls, and then we've got men outside the walls. A bunch of cavalry just casually sitting outside the walls, and some bloody pikemen or clansmen or whatever, all just casually sitting on the wrong side of the wall. Over here as well. What are you doing? Like, seriously, lads. Anyway, where are they going to come from? Not sure, actually. Which direction? Is it just anywhere? Or is this them over here? Very, very light blue line. Can't really see it. But yeah, they're going to come from over that general direction somewhere, I think. So we've got ourselves our men on the walls, so I think we'll just... These guys are like hiding on the walls. Yeah, I think we'll just kind of man the cannons as best we can. Cool. And we'll start, and we'll see what they do. I think... Oh my god, they've got like themselves a little quarry. Well, their cannons... Oh, what a setup you boys have got. That is something special. That is actually something special. You've set up your cannons in literally the worst location you could possibly put them. You stick them behind a cliff. Oh well, anyway, so basically we don't have to worry about the cannons. The cannons are basically useless at this stage, so it's just their men, which they're charging towards us, so we'll hopefully try and murder them as quickly as we possibly can. And once we've done that, their cannons can sit there for a bloody eternity and just shoot the wall that's in front of them. And they're running away. These guys came gung-ho, immediately lost about half their men before they'd even reached the wall, and then just turned around and ran away. And these guys are running away in a mass horde. If a cannonball was to hit that right now, it would do so much damage. Right, who's still left? These guys climbing the walls. But that's pretty much it. Well, I say climbing the walls. Running into a tree. It's the drummers. The drummers are the only ones that seem to be left. Everyone else has run away. Oh, we've got some guys over there as well. These guys have got themselves into square formation because they're absolutely terrified about something. I'm not sure what use square formation is all the way out there. We have no cavalry running around, so it's basically a completely pointless exercise to put your men in square formation. But anyway. Meanwhile, what's the state of the cliff? State of the cliff. Cliff is still absolutely being bombarded, and there doesn't look like there's any... Well, their horses are trying their best to stand in front of their own cannons, which is an interesting tactic. Not sure it'll pay off for them in the long run. Just wipe out the remainder of these lads. Absolute munching. Absolute munching. What? That guy slid on his knees to his death. Oh well. Right, so now we need to somehow deal with the cannons and the cavalry that are remaining. You're running away. Right, just keep running away then. Run away this way. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Where's our cavalry? Up here. Flank the bastards! Right, run through the cavalry spikes and drag them with you. Nope, they're running away. They just got cannonballed by somebody. No idea where that came from. Right, they're about to run into the cavalry spikes, I think. Which, I mean, they're already thinking of running away, but they're definitely about to run away now. There they go. Just immediately straight into a bunch of cavalry spikes, and half of them die. Oh, it was too easy. Right, our cavalry is now charging. Actually, no, don't charge. Just pretend that we were going to charge, and now just run over this direction. We're running down the side of here. These guys have paid absolutely no attention to us. We're about to come around this little bit here and throw a bunch of grenades straight at them. There they go. Well, we've absolutely annihilated their horses, but the men still stand. So we'll try again. Decent. Right, well I think we just shot our own cavalry, but hey ho. Hopefully we'll try and murder these ones and then we can end this bloody battle, because it's been going on forever. We've killed the enemy general, Robin Kingenston. We've managed to murder that boy, so we've got them running away, and it's a decisive victory. It pretty much was decisive. I don't think we lost very many men at all, really. Yeah, we lost 102 men, and they lost 764. I mean, to be fair, we also killed 70 of our own men, because they only killed 36 of us. So that's how one-sided that battle was, and they can run away. Oh, they're sending another army. Anyway, we need to reinforce that army in Stockholm so we can keep it for another day. Because once we deal with those armies, we can then look at trying to take out the rest of the Swedish. Right. So I think if we just replenish as many men as we can inside Stockholm, we should be able to keep that quite safe. England have sent us a letter of demands. Well, they can eat their letter of demands because I don't care. Actually, we'll not repair that. Spending way too much money repairing that. We'll repair Glasgow instead because it's much more important. And yeah, get our trade back up and running again, because a lot of our trade routes have been completely done in by all of these ports being raided everywhere. So once all these ports have been fixed, our trade should be even more powerful, along with all of our tax income, because currently our trade income is pretty much abysmal, because everywhere that we make money from our trading ports, all of our trading ports were on fire. So yeah, I think the only one that wasn't was Liverpool. So we're now hopefully going to be making more money from trade in the next turn, and our tax income's pretty high. It's actually too high at the moment because I think everybody's raging. Where do we set that? I can't remember where we here. Yeah, so our tax income is like really high, but that's because we're taxing everybody far too much. So what does that do to our income? So we're still making plenty of money, but we're not making as much from our tax. We're only making 5,673, where we're making I think like 7,000 or 8,000 last time, with our really high taxes. So hopefully that'll sort out our public order a little bit, because I think taxes are probably one of the tax burden 10. So yeah, one of the main issues that they're having with us is the taxes. Not to mention the fact that we've just kind of come in and taken their country. But yeah, I think once we get the taxes back down to a reasonable rate, we'll be able to maintain public order much more effectively. And yeah, I'm probably going to end the video. So if you've enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe as well if you're new around here. That'd be absolutely amazing. And next week we'll hopefully try and take Dublin at some point. That would be the next challenge, or possibly go and try and take Abo or somewhere like that over here as well. But yeah, that's going to be next week's video. So until then, cheerio.